Tighter regulation on the banks led to the rise of a whole new group of companies like Quicken and Loan Depot, who grabbed a huge chunk of the mortgage market. But as Diana Olick tells us, if President Trump is able to roll back some of the regulations, those non-bank lenders could feel a pinch.
At a recent meeting with his employees, the CEO of Loan Depot had some sobering words.
Everything that we're doing today, unfortunately, will change.
Anthony Say was talking technology, but he could have said the same for regulation in the mortgage market. The Trump administration has signaled it will roll back stringent safeguards put in place following the financial crisis. Those rules, in addition to billions of dollars in lawsuits and fines, caused big banks to pull back on home loan lending, opening the door for non-bank lenders like Loan Depot, Quicken, and Caliber Home Loans.
In one sense, we really don't want any changes, because what it really does is it creates a barrier to entry. It just makes life more difficult.
For the past 6 years, there has been a staggering takeover by non-bank lenders, especially in government-insured FHA lending. They went from just 10% of new originations in 2010 to half the market today. But if the Trump administration loosens regulations on big banks and stops suing for every single loan infraction, the big banks could move back in, and the non-banks could face stiffer competition. The CEO of Caliber Home Loans, who used to run Citi Mortgage, sees another threat.
I do expect that the regional banks will step up their exposure to lending a lot more, because the U.S. consumer is still very strong, home buying is very strong, and everybody has to show growth for their shareholders and investors.
Whether banks, large or local, move back in or not, one thing is certain: higher mortgage rates will shrink demand for all home loans, especially refinances. And that means all lenders will be competing for an ever smaller pool of business. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Diana Olick in Washington.